Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby if you are new here. Today I wanted to create a New Year's Eve makeup look. Being that it is probably going to be New Year's Day before I'm able to get this video up, I just thought that you guys could grab your makeup and we can get ready for the night together. And you guys could follow along if you would like, or you could do your own thing, whatever you'd like. But I just want to create a super sparkly, smoky eye and a bold lip. I feel like New Year's Eve is one of those times that you can totally do whatever you want, be as bold and courageous as you want with your makeup, and it is just a perfect opportunity to go crazy. So that's exactly what I did, and I really am happy with the way it turned out. I hope that you guys are happy, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before you leave, and totally leave me comments, guys. Like, I really enjoy reading them, and I really just enjoy seeing that people are actually watching and interacting with my videos. It's awesome. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope that you guys like this tutorial. Okay, so to get started with this look, I'm going to be using my Super Stay Better Skin Concealer in the shade Light. And I'm just going to apply this all over my eyelids to cover up all the redness and veininess that I have on my eyelids. Also, this will prime for our eyeshadow that we are going to be using. So I'm just blending that out with my Real Technique sponge. And the reason I decided to do my eyes first this time was because we're going to be using black shadows and glitter. And that's probably going to leave a lot of fallout on our cheeks. And I didn't want to ruin the rest of my face makeup before I did my eyes. So to get started, I'm going to then set with my translucent Coty Airspun powder that I love just on the sponge, just to keep that all in place. Then using this Coastal Scents number 14 brush that I got in a pack, I'm going to pick up the gray tone from the Kathleen Lights palette, and I'm going to place it on the inner and outer corner of my eye. On the inner corner, a lot of people are scared to use dark shadows, but if you keep it below your crease line, you won't have a problem with looking like you have a black eye or anything. It'll be that more smoky look. I just like to keep it below my crease line, and it looks really beautiful. So I'm just going to be packing that on with that brush on the inner and outer corner, and then the outer corner I go all the way up into my crease. Then to blend that all out, I'm going to be using my Morphe M505 brush, and I'm just blending all the edges out so blend more smoothly into our transition color that we're about to add in a second. I just wanted to create a more soft look. Then to start off with the transition color, I go back into that Kathleen Lights palette and I'm picking up that warm brown shade. I did apply this into my crease, but you will see later that I tried to cancel out the redness in it with a more neutral tone. But it will work the exact same if you like a really warm transition color or you have a deeper skin tone than I do. This color will work perfect for that. Here you can see that I'm going into my Morphe palette, and I am going to use a more neutral color to just blend that all out. And obviously you can tell that I'm not doing the most precise job. That is okay. With a smoky eye, you can get a little bit messy with it and it will look perfect in the end. Just go back and forth between your dark and your transition colors until you get the desired look that you like. Then I'm going to be taking the black shade in that Kathleen Lights palette, and I'm going to be putting it on the exact same Coastal Scents brush, and I'm going to be darkening the inner and outer corner that I did with the first gray shade. I'm just going to be using a black shade now and deepening it. You can always start off with a little bit of product on your brush and build up to the darkness that you like. Don't be scared to go slow and take your time to pack on the color that you like. Then to get the more haloed eye look that I was going for, I'm going to lightly blend the outer corner and the inner corner and just kind of connect them through the crease with that black shadow, very lightly though. And then I pick up a pencil brush that you can see that I'm doing here just to make it a little bit more blended but still nice and precise. And then I'm going to do the exact same on the other side. I did find that the pencil brush worked a little bit better than the packing brush. So if you have a pencil brush on hand, I would go with that one first, just so it makes it a little bit easier whenever you're trying to blend them and connect them together. Then you can see that I'm going back in with my Coastal Scents BRC N06 brush. Just any smaller fluffy blending brush will work, but I'm just making sure that all the edges are blended into the transition color one more time. Definitely take your time to blend those colors. going to highlight my brow bone with the very first cream shade in the Kathleen Lights palette, just on a flat Wet n Wild brush. Then using the exact same brush that I just used to highlight that brow bone, I'm going to be taking my NYX Glitter Primer. And I'm just applying this to the center part of our eye that we haven't put very much eyeshadow on yet. I'm just going to be packing that on. And then while it is still wet, I'm picking up this loose Coastal Scents Silver Glitter Pigments that I bought, and I'm going to be packing this on. You can see here that I focused the majority of the silver on the very center, and then you will see later that I'm going to kind of blend out onto the black parts of my eye as well, just so it is an all over glitter look rather than just the very center. I thought that that looked a little too stark for my liking. You can see on my cheek there how much fallout. That's exactly why I didn't want to do this after I'd already done my face makeup. So on the other side, I'm just doing the exact same thing, packing the majority of the glitter on my actual eyeball in the very center, and then I'm going to lightly distribute the rest of the glitter into the black area. And then you can always go back in with the black, and you can go back in with the silver, alternating just to create the look that you are going for. And then you will not see here, but off camera, I did apply winged eyeliner, and then I also cleaned up underneath my eyes. And then here I'm using a primer, and this is just the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I used a very light hand and just applied this to my T-zone mainly, and then spread it out. Then I'm taking my Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer 2-in-1 in the shade Ivory. It does look a little bit more yellow tone for me, but it will work for this video. And then I'm taking my Real Techniques sponge per usual, and I'm just going to dot this all over my face and blend out that foundation. Then to highlight the rest of my face and cover up some of those dark circles underneath my eyes, I'm going to take that exact same concealer I primed my eyes with, which is the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, and I'm going to put that underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, the usual mask that we normally do, and this highlights my face without having to add too much contour. It kind of gives it more contrast so you don't have to do so much work later. And then I'm taking that sponge again. This sponge is amazing, guys. It is so cheap at the drugstore, and I use it every single day. It is probably my one tool I couldn't live without. So I'm just blending that all out. And then to cover up the few little dark circles that I have left underneath my eyes, I needed a little extra help, and I'm using my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Neutralizing, and I'm just applying that to the very inner corner under eye area just to cover up the darkest part of my circles. And then to set that all, I'm going to be using again my Coty Airspun powder in translucent, and I'm just applying that to the sponge and then baking my under eyes. You want to put a lot of powder on your under eyes to really lock in that concealer. Since you are going to be up all night long, partying, dancing, whatever, you definitely want some extra help in locking in all that makeup so it will last all night long. Then I'm taking this Physicians Formula Bronzer and Bronze Booster on a Morphe M527 brush, which is just a huge fluffy brush, and I'm just bronzing up the perimeters of my face. I'm kind of bronzing my whole entire skin. I didn't want to add a sharp contour to this look because my eyes are going to be so dramatic. I really just wanted to warm up the face and give life back to the face, so that is what I'm doing here. A big brush will work. Whatever you have will work. Then for blush, I am dipping into my Makeup Revolution Hot Spice palette, and I'm kind of just using all the colors. Just kind of dip your brush in there, get a light peach shade, and apply that to your cheeks. I kind of wanted to go lighter on my face makeup, so that way my eye makeup was bold. So I'm just using neutral colors just to give a little bit warmth and pop to my face. Then for eyebrows, I'm going to be using this new ColourPop Brow Pomade in the shade Dope Taupe, and I'm taking this on a Morphe E29 brush. This is one of the few times that I've used this product. I usually use the Anastasia's Beverly Hills Brow Pomade, but it is a little bit dry in texture for me. This was not dry at all. It was super, not too slippery, but a very good creamy consistency that was super easy to work with, and I think I'm going to like it a lot. I want to play with it a little bit more though. So I'm just filling in my brows. I don't necessarily redraw my brows or add a different shape. I just wanted to thicken and kind of fill up the sparse areas of my brows. So I just use this for that. Then to set my brows, I'm using my clear Anastasia of Beverly Hills Brow Gel. Just quickly running that through. This also spoolies them out at the exact same time. Then for the bottom lash line, I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Perversion, and I'm running this across the whole bottom inner waterline. Then using my Morphe M432 brush, I'm going to take that same black shadow that comes in the Morphe and Kathleen Lights collaboration palette, and I'm going to run that across the whole bottom lash line. Just really tight, as tight as you can get it underneath that bottom lash line. And then connecting it to the wing. That's how you get a really cat eye look. You want to connect it to wherever your wing is. And then I'm going to take that same pencil brush I used earlier, and I'm just going to run that across my bottom lash line to better smoke it out and make it more blendable. And then I'm just taking a big fluffy brush to wipe off that bake that was underneath our eyes. Then using this really small Morphe M508 brush, I'm going to pick up some more of that glitter primer glue, and I'm going to apply this just to the inner 1/3, I would say, part of my lower lash line, and then pick up some more of that loose glitter, and I'm just going to add a pop on my bottom lash line by applying that glitter just in the inner corner. You could totally bring the glitter completely in your inner corner, but since I'm really sensitive in my eye area, and if I'm going to be up all night, I didn't want that to bother me and get in my eye. Then for lips, I very first go in with this ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Screenshot. And this is beautiful. I do go back in later and change the lip color, but this would work as well. And then I'm using a highlighter. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and this is a super light highlighter. It doesn't have a lot of glitter. It just adds a sheen to your face, and I am putting this on my cheekbones, down my nose, on my lip, and then I do wipe it across my forehead as well. Then for mascara, I'm using my top and bottom mascara. I'm going to use the Covergirl Super Sizer mascara, and I love this. The little wand on it is perfect. I specifically love this for my bottom lash line. I think that it lengthens your bottom lashes and makes them look super spidery and long and just beautiful. I'm going to pop on falsies later, so this is just a quick coat to make them blend better to my falsies. Falsies I use are these Ardell Wispies, and I just picked these up at the drugstore, and they are beautiful. Every time I wear them, people always comment about how pretty they look, and I just love them. They're so easy. And this is the final look if you like that lip color. And this is where I change up the lip color. This is the shade Frickin' Frack eyeliner, lip liner by ColourPop, and this is such a creamy lip liner. It is so beautiful. Any red lip liner will do though completely. And then I'm using the Sephora liquid lipstick maybe. And I can't remember the name of this. On the bottle it just says Rouge, but I feel like it has a real name, but it's not anywhere on the bottle. So I'm just filling in my lips with this color, and this lip stain is nice and creamy, and you cannot feel it on your lips at all. Then using this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Red Velvet, I'm adding this to my lips to create that glossy wet look, and I think it turned out so pretty. So these are the red lips. If you like that combo, I'm obsessed with it. And this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before you leave. And I will see you in my next video.